Alabama Bass Trail Tournament Series, presented by Black Rifle Coffee, is brought to you by Phoenix Boats, Fish Alabama, Alabama State Parks, AmFirst Federal Credit Union, by Mountain Dew, by Garmin, TH Marine, Academy Sports and Outdoors, by Jax, Bill Penny Automotive, Wadawi Marine, Strike King, Luz, by Bahio Sunglasses, and by Bush Light. Live on the water coverage begins now.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Kay Donaldson, Director of the Alabama Bass Trail and Tournament Series, and we're here for stop number 2 of the Alabama Bass Trail North Division at beautiful Smith Lake, Jasper, Alabama. 225 teams registered for this event back in August, and now we are here at March, and Mother Nature threw us another curveball. I do want to start out by saying a huge shout out to Linda Lewis with the Walker County Chamber of Commerce. They are our host this week, and we appreciate everything that they've done to help us get everything ready here at the Smith Lake Dam for us to have this tournament. A little bit about Smith Lake. It is about 21,000 acres, and it does range about 642 miles of shorelines, and it's about 35 miles long dam to dam. So the guys are going to have a good area that they can search out today. I do know that winds are expected to be 10 to 15 miles an hour, but this lake does have a lot of creeks. It has a lot of streams that are feeding into it that the guys can get out of the wind, and I know that they're going to attempt to do that. There is going to be quite a bit of traffic on the lake today, as they do have a high school tournament that's going on across the lake that's going to be happening tomorrow, but they are able to practice today, so that is going to increase the amount of traffic out on the water today. I do also want to just say a huge congratulations to Blake Heiss and Jonathan Collins. They were the winners of our first stop back on Neely Henry on February the 19th, so huge shout out to them. And like I said, the weather at Neely Henry, it threw us a curveball. But what Smith Lake said was, hold my bush light and watch this. So last night, beginning about 9 o'clock, the temperature continued to drop. We had 75-degree day yesterday. The temperature started dropping around 9 p.m. last night. We had snow set in about midnight. And until about 2:30 today, it was snowing. And if you watch the blast off, you may see some snow that's in the background. Things are starting to melt away. We didn't have any problems with any icing on the ramps or in the parking lot, so we are very pleased with that. And right now we had all but 25 boats have checked in with us. So about 200 boats actually blasted off just a few minutes ago. I do want to say that we have asked the guys to please be careful. We've given them lots of instruction of, they're welcome to come in early. We will open the tanks up 1 hour earlier. So we are going to give them an opportunity to come in if they want to go ahead and get back home. Teams that you're going to want to watch today. Jordan Wiggins and Wesley Sams. They have previous wins on this lake, not only in the Alabama Bass Trail, but in multiple tournaments. So I think you're going to want to watch them. Craig Daniels and Jackie Flack. They have a championship win here, but they're locals, and they've won tons of money on this lake, boats on this lake. They're a team that you're going to want to watch out for today, and I think Robbie's going to try to catch up with them fairly early in the morning. Trey Swindle and Daniel Smith. This is a team that's a young team. They haven't fished together but about 2 years on the Alabama Bass Trail, but they are eager and hungry, so they're going to be fun to watch. They're going to go out in the first flight, boat number 10. Lee Hurley and Hank Hayes. They're first time fishing the Alabama Bass Trail together, but they have some wins here before in other tournaments. I think Smith Lake Bass Fest and some other tournaments. So they're going to be an interesting team to watch, and they're going out kind of middle of the pack, boat number 134. Jamie Smith and Michael Rains. These guys are from the other side of the state, Lake Gunnersville, but every time we come here, it seems like they're in that top 10. They're going to be running a Phoenix today. They're in one of the later boat flights. They're going to be boat number 160. We're going to get out on the water here in just a little bit. I will remind you, we will be taking a break at the top of each hour to give our guys a chance to rest and also to relocate on the lake and try to get some new teams. Our goal here is to cover as many teams as we can. Hopefully we cover your favorite anglers, but that is the goal, to try to get about 30-35 teams that we'll see today. We expect to see them kind of grouped up in these different creeks. So hopefully we'll be able to cover a number of teams today for you. So we're going to get out on the water here in just a little bit. I do ask that if you have any comments or questions that you can post those in the comment section. We'll pass those on to the anglers and hopefully be able to get you some answers to your questions. I will say the air temperature at blast off was 29 degrees. So it is quite chilly, but it is expected around 8 a.m. to start climbing again. And the last time I checked, 40 degrees is what we are expected to reach today. And I know the guys are hoping that that happens quicker rather than later. So, all right, guys, we're going to try to get out on the water. We've got Robbie, Kenneth, and Jason are going to be out on the water. We've got Chris and Kenny in the mobile production truck, kind of what I call ground zero. We are on the banks here at Smith Lake Dam, so we are just outside of the view of the lake. So we've got our guys and our eyes and ears out on the water, so we'll be taking care and getting to them just really soon. This is the second stop of the Alabama Bass Trail North Division, and we do. This is kind of building their points, and the reason we have 200 boats here today is because they need to build those points to get to the championship later on at Lake Jordan. So we are going to get out on the water. I think Robbie is ready for us. So I'm going to see if Chris is ready to head out to Robbie.
Too far off. So you did then, wasn't it? You have some large. They've got one ditch. Nice places. If you do have slippery too. People did not cover. But I do not see them right now. My goal today, boys and girls, is to try and work my way